Hello DC fans, and welcome to another fun and exciting recap with Animation Rundown. Today, we will be recapping the 13th episode of the 3rd season of the show, Destroyer. Keep watching till the end because this recap is going to be a treat for you. The movie starts with an unexpected civil visit by Lex Luthor and the remaining members of the Legion of Doom in the Metro Tower. They had come there on their own accord to warn the member of the Justice League about Darkseid's plans. They told them that Darkseid has been expanding his territory rapidly and narrated to them about what he had done to them. Lex explains that Darkseid had managed to destroy their headquarters, and the only reason they were alive was because Sinestro used his power ring and Star Sapphire used her gem to form a protective shield over them. He explained that when Lytre from nearby New Genesis had come to check up on what was happening, the Legion of Doom took their chance. Evil Star blasted him from behind, and the group was able to get their hands on his mother box. They used Lytre's mother box to return to Earth. Instead of listening to their story properly and trusting them, the Justice League decides to lock up the Legion. It is quite understandable to do so because they weren't law-abiding citizens. But as they were about to do so, an emergency message interrupted the process. The message told them that all around the world the boom tubes were being opened. The Apocalyptian fleet had invaded and released parademons and ground troops on the people of the defenseless Earth. Upon hearing this, the Legion insists on fighting alongside the Justice League. They said that it was their right to, because Earth was also their home. Batman gave into their reasoning and allowed them to help them to fight the invaders because he too knew that the League can use all the help that it can get now. Of course, a few members are still skeptical of this choice, the members being Superman and Wonder Woman. Luthor suddenly shares that he is not helping them because he wants to save the world. He says that the Justice League and the Legion of Doom are just his tools to accomplish his revenge on Darkseid for taking Brainiac away. He told them that they will back to their business as usual as soon as Earth is back to as normal as it used to be. Wonder Woman suggests that the team should be made on such a basis that there would be villains as well as heroes in it to prevent any type of backstabbing. Now their plans start. Mr. Terrific is given the job to handle central commands from the Watchtower. He goes and sends out an Omega-level alert to all the members of the Justice League and informs them about the opening battle. Each League member prepares themselves for the battle and is teleported away. And that is how everywhere on the planet, heroes and villains started fighting alongside to bring the dark forces of Darkseid. Superman, Batman, and Luthor decide to take up the difficult job and confront Darkseid on his command ship. Batman concludes that as Darkseid is on the ship, it will also be the most guarded ship, and that was the one hovering over the Deity Planet building in Metropolis. Through a beam of light, Darkseid emerges from his command ship. He tells Superman that his plan is to make the Kryptonian superhero come down on his knees with pain by making his new home, that is, Earth meet utter destruction. After making him see everyone in it die, he will also kill him. He brought some deja vu into the fight by saying the same words that Superman said in their previous fight together, "Let's go." To ensure their win, the Apocalyptian forces are ordered to set up huge drilling machines, which are designed to dig holes that will make a path straight to the Earth's core. This will result in the creation of fire pits, making the Earth a copy of their home place, Apocalypse. Mr. Terrific warns the Justice League about this and says that these drilling machines should be destroyed at all costs. This is what they do, and in the process of destroying one of the machines, Shaira is badly wounded from a parademon spear. The scene shifts to the Great Wall of China where Wonder Woman, Star Sapphire, Vigilant, and Shining Knight are working together to take down their Darkseid's parademons. Because of the number of the parademons, they have a hard time fighting them off. Seeing this, a middle-aged man who tells his wife to find a safe place emerges and transforms into his superhero self, John Johns. Meanwhile, the fight between Superman and Darkseid has led to the destruction of a majority of the planet's structure. Batman and Luthor can't give him a hand as they are too busy fighting Darkseid's huge army of parademons. Just then, Metron emerges and Luthor starts accusing him of knowing that all of this would happen. Responding to this accusation, Metron said that there were millions of possibilities of what could happen, and this could be a result of Luthor's careless actions. To this, Luthor urges Metron to defeat Darkseid, since he knows a lot about the deposition of Apocalypse. Metron reveals that there is a way, but that is way too risky. Luthor says that he is ready to take the risks if it means defeating Darkseid. Listening to him, Metron leads Luthor to the Source Wall, the place where the thing that will defeat Darkseid is contained in. As Metron warns him that only a 12th level intellect would be able to go inside and come out the wall, and to this Luthor said that then he was overqualified. But it turns out to be a mistake, because as he goes through an opening in the wall, he sees a great light, and then screams fill the place. On the other hand, Batman lived up to his name as one of the greatest superheroes by saving Superman again and again while also fighting off parademons. Darkseid is astounded by Batman's skills and is astonished to see that a mere human like him could escape his deathly Omega beams. He decided to waste no more time in killing Batman and was just about to attack when Superman interrupted him and knocked him through the wall. Now Darkseid is getting a bit intimidated as Superman approaches him. He explains to him that he has always been scared of using his powers to the full limit, but he would not be holding back that day. He gives Darkseid one punch, which sends him flying straight into the air, where Superman gives another big punch to Darkseid's face, making him fall back on the ground with a big crash. Darkseid fights back by using a powerful torture field called the Agony Matrix, which activates every pain receptor in the body. As Superman is withering in pain, he takes out a kryptonite knife to cut out Superman's heart. Just as he was about to do so, Luthor suddenly appears with the item that Darkseid had always desired, the anti-life equation. Darkseid is so entranced that he frees Superman from the Agony Matrix and takes hold of the equation, which makes him and Luthor disappear in a sudden burst of light. Meanwhile, Batman takes Superman to get him treated. Now that Darkseid was apparently gone, the Apocalypse troops had no reason to be here and retreated. The Justice League speculates that Darkseid and Luthor are probably alive somewhere, and if they do come back one day, then they will be ready to fight them off. And exactly as they had agreed, Wonder Woman announces that it is not time for the villains to go back to jail. The Legion shows resistance, saying that it was not fair if they do this to them because they helped the Justice League to save the world. Batman said that he agreed and said in return he could grant them a 5-minute head start. It takes a while for the Legion to register that this is all the concession that they will be given by the heroes, so they decide to use it to their advantage. As they wait for the 5 minutes to end, John calls his wife and tells her he will be back in time for dinner, and Superman playfully throws a remark at Batman that he was not getting soft, referencing his 5 minutes head start. And the movie ends as the Justice League descends the steps of the Metro Tower, ready to catch the villains like they always do. That is the end of the recap. If you liked the video, then do not shy away from clicking the thumbs up button and sharing it with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel Animation Rundown for more intriguing movie recaps. See you in the next video.